Hello friends, welcome back. It's time for another episode of BigDenoPlays Kingdom Death. We're still excitedly facing off against the Frogdog for the first time, learning about all of its little things. I'm sure making some rules mistakes along the way, so apologies to those people that are expecting me to get everything right. I do my best. Lantern Year 2 for the people of Bogtown. Let's go and have a look at the state of affairs. We did have to make one small change at the end of last Lantern Year. So we currently have a population of 11, which thanks to Gorm climate, 5 of those 11 are unable to go out on a hunt. And one of those 11 has a fear of the dark. So we literally have 5 people that can go out on our hunt, and 2 of them have the disorder Proctophilia, which means that they require stinky gear in their gear grid to depart. So the change that we've made, instead of crafting the Frogdog suit, we've instead crafted a crest axe. And if we go to our survivors and have a look at those that are departing for our level 1 Frogdog, we have Mossy with a Proctophilia, and she is wielding the crest axe and wearing some Frogdog sleeves. Right here, we have Gareth, one of our newborn survivor, and Gareth is wielding the Vertebraeonet, who has nothing else going for him. Lily has a Proctophilia. She was with us in our first hunt, and she is wearing a fairly decent set with the bone axe and the rawhide headband plus the monster grease. So she's rocking with 3 evasion, which is great. And finally, Ivy, who is our scout wearing a founding stone and a cloth. And that's it. We will prepare our brave survivors. We are going to gain 1 survival on departure, thanks to, I think, Symposium. No, what are we getting that from? Oh, maybe it's Lantern Oven, actually, which we janked. Yeah, Lantern Oven gives us departing survivors 1 survival. How good is that? We picked that up on the last hunt. Yes, so quickly our storage, we've got a couple of resources left. We've got a perfect hide and a broken lantern, and then 1 singular waxy dermis. So we're hoping to try and get the full Frogdog set if we can, but we'll do our best. So let us depart with our brave survivors on this Lantern Year 2 hunt, and we're over here. Alrighty, so as always, we have our Frogdog ones and our basic hunt events. We can face Bone Eaters this year, which would be, my preference would be not to face Bone Eaters, but hey, if we face Bone Eaters, we face Bone Eaters. The first one is Object of Desire. No one has 3 courage, so we can't go and fight the Lonely Tree. So a random hunt event for Mossy, 95. Is 95 is Lights in the Sky? No, Grim and Frostbitten. There is a dead stillness in the air. The atmosphere becomes thick with worry and survivors carry on nervously. A bitter, evil cold sets in and there is no shelter. The survivors huddle together for warmth, shivering loudly. Unless a survivor has armor gear at each hit location, they lose quarry monster level survival. Everyone loses a survival. That is a tragically bad turn of events. We move on to the monster hunt event. Belching Mouths. Each survivor rolls 1d10. The lowest scoring survivor becomes the straggler. They are caught up in the stink. Choose 1 result. Oh, we can get some burnished encephalomata. I don't know what that is. Alright, so we'll start from the top. So Mossy rolls a 8. Gareth rolls a 8. Lily rolls a 2. That's a good roll, Lily. Mace rolls a 8. And finally, Ivy, a 2. Randomise in case of ties. So Lily and Ivy. Lily, roll badly, Lily. Lily rolls a 3 and Ivy rolls A 10, yes. So Lily is the person who gets it. She actually has a proctophilia. So she gets to take indulgent pleasure in the stenth and gain 3 survival. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Good. We move on to this one and we get no bone eaters. Random hunt event. 24. 24. Food from the mouths of others. The survivors pass a stone face that appears to be holding something in its mouth. The event revealer investigates. So the event revealer is Lily. So Lily will roll and gain 1 courage, first of all. Oh. And roll 1d10. She rolls an 8. More rocks. What did you expect? Gain 1 founding stone. Ooh-wee. We'll probably use that in this hunt actually, just to get a couple of extra resources. 1 founding stone. Not bad. Takes us up to 3. We have room in our gig grid for that. Alright, so we do make it to the showdown. Showdown is already set up. As you can see, Frogdog is here. We have the monster, we have mammoth leaves. We don't get any random terrain cards. So our scout will go here. The person that we want to get hit is, we'll apply our arrival bonuses now. Who do we want to get hit? Probably Lily will be the one we want to get hit. She has 3 evasion. How have you got 2 evasion, Mace? What are you wearing? Ah, I know what you're wearing. You're wearing a mistake by Deno. You don't have an evasion. Great. See, it will be Lily. She will be our main person taking the damage. So I have once again already pre-prepared the deck with the requisite cards, which is 8 basic and 2 advanced. It is movement 7, toughness 8. There is our hit location deck. And the fart deck. Fart deck hasn't come into play a massive amount, not a lot of gaseous bloats. I'm guessing as you go up in level, the fart deck will become more impactful. I am currently still forgetting it a lot, so maybe I'll feel it's more impactful when I remember to do it. We're all set up. Let's draw a monster AI card. We draw a Soaring Bony Punch. It's an advanced card. Excellent. The Farthest Stinky Survivor. So our 2 stinky survivors, there's only 2 of them. Speaking of which, both of them have a proctophilia, which means they both gain an insanity for gaining a stink token at the start of the battle. Yep, both of them. So there is a Perform Leap. The target suffers grab. So let's have a look at the showdown board. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We definitely don't want it to be 7, 8, 9. He rolls a 6. So leaps. And she gets grabbed. So she will suffer 1 damage to the waist. She's placed knockdown in front. And then accuracy is 5 plus, 3 speed. These are 2 damage each. So this is not actually Mossy though, sorry. It is Lily, 1 damage to the waist. So she's 3 evasions. These are hitting on 8s. 1 hit, and that hit is to the body. So we'll actually accept that for the moment. And that's it. That's the end of that. All right, so our scout will go first. We'll run away. 1, 2, 3. We'll go with, let's see. Mossy's got 1 luck. She's got the crest axe. She is insane. So the crest axe is, while insane, this gains 4 strength. So we'll go with Mossy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right into the rear. She'll swing with the crest axe, which is 6, which goes to a 5+. 2 hits, a 7 and a 5. Twitching leg extensors and the festering spindly toe. So we have a reflex and we have a wound reaction. So I think this reflex is probably better for us actually. So we'll do the reflex first. Mossy has 1 luck, so this will crit on a 9 with the crest axe, which will also wound on a 1 strength, 5 on a 3. So 3 to wound, 9 to crit. It's an 8. So it does do a single wound. And that is all. So the reflex now triggers. If the attacker is not in the monster's blind spot, perform leap, and the attacker suffers grab. So she is in the blind spot. Apologies. This one, 3 to wound, 9 to crit. That's a 1. So we don't suffer the wound reaction. Good work, Mossy. You're a legend. Gareth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Gareth also in the blind spot. He's going to swing with the vertebrae net, which is a lot of fun, this weapon. It's going to be really good on someone with an extra speed. And if we can get that someone with extra speed, sad frog dog fighting art, should be good. Anyway, it's hitting on 7s. So that's 1 singular hit. Oh, it's got a critical persistent injury. So this weapon gains +2 luck when attempting to wound hit locations with persistent injuries. So no luck, so it goes from a 10 down to an 8. So an 8 to crit. Come on. The vertebrae net. It's a persistent injury. So he gains 1 wound, and then the nurturing torrent sends the dogpiles into a frenzy. When a survivor starts their act adjacent to the monster, they suffer monster level damage to the legs hit location. That's bad. However, the monster suffers 2 -2 toughness tokens. So that's good. Let's find our toughness tokens. There they are. So he's down to toughness 6, but people starting their thing adjacent are in trouble. Over here, good work, Gareth. Can I move to here? It's Mace. He's going to spend his survival to encourage Lily. Lily's going to stand up and have her turn. So she will suffer 1 damage to the legs because she's starting her turn adjacent. And she will swing with the bone axe, hitting on 6s. That is 1 singular hit, and she flips the double blinking eye. She crits on a 10, and she wounds on a something. A 9 is not a critical, but it is indeed a wound. She's then going to move away, so maybe 1, 2, 3. She doesn't start her act adjacent. All right, that's it. The next card, oh, Carbuncle Eruption. It's a mood, cool. When this comes into play, perform basic action. The frog dog's carbuncles continually vomit inky spray. When a survivor attacks from the spray zone, they gain a stink token and suffer -3 accuracy to the attack. Discard this when the monster suffers a critical wound. Okay. So don't attack it from the side is the answer. Basic action. A random stinky survivor in range is the target. So we've got 1 to 5, 6 to 10. It's here. So it's going to move and attack the target. It's going to move to there. And it is going to roll 3 dice, hitting on 8s. 1 hit, and that hit goes to the waist. That's again on Lily. She'll happily take that. All right. And then the monster will add a fart to the fart deck. We are done. All right, so we just want to rush down now as much as we can. So Mossy is probably our primo target with the crest axe. She's going to wound on 2 pluses, so we can just get her some hits. So we'll start with Mossy. She will move 1, 2, 3, 4 into the rear. She didn't start adjacent, so she will not need to be encouraged or anything. No accuracy, so she's hitting on 5s. 2 hits. There is a wound and there is a reflex. Lots of farts happening here. Yep, so we'll do it in that order. So she crits on a 9 because she has 1 luck. And the crest axe is strength 4, 5, so she's wounding on 2s. So 2 plus to wound, 9 to crit. That's an 8, so it is a wound. However, the monster will perform leap and then gaseous bloat. So I've added the gaseous bloat. Leap, it's going to go to a different one. 1 to 5, 6 to 10. So it's going to jump to here. That actually works well for us in some regards. So if we count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, he's short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he's short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, she's short. So the only person that can get some work done is our scout at the moment. So we might throw a founding stone, but let's do our scout for now. 1, 2, 3 into the blind spot. Hitting with the founding stone. 1 singular hit, and we flip. Festering fingernail. All adjacent survivors gain a stink token if we successfully wound. So we do indeed wound. She does not have a luck. So if the attacker is sane, they gain the Proctophilia disorder, and she also gains a stink token. That's a wound. We were unable to get into the heinous origin. No, we were not able to get there. So we'll just move to here. We'll just move to here. And I think Lily will throw a founding stone. She'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and throw a founding stone. So the founding stone hits. Non-deaf survivors gain +1 insanity. Gain a random Frogdog resource. Lacy veined skin tears easily at the joint. So everyone is non-deaf, so everyone will gain a single insanity. And we do a wound. But that's all we got for this turn, which is a real shame. So yep. So that's where we find ourselves. So the Frogdog flips. He's still got Carbuncle Eruption in play. Hasn't suffered a critical. It has suffered a critical, so that will disappear now. Gnashing and barking. The farthest stinky threat. Doesn't say farthest stinky threat in range, which is good news for us. All right. So the farthest stinky threat is actually Mossy. So the monster's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And by deviously doing that, there is no one in the monster's facing. Look at me go. All right, let's get this job done. I'm gonna re-roll that in a second because I've got to do 2 farts. So we'll do the 2 farts first. These will both be targeted on the scout, so on Ivy. So Ivy suffer monster level damage to a random hit location, 1 damage to the hands, and 1 brain damage, and gain a stink token. And at least I remembered this time. Go me. And the same. Great. So to the head, she's knocked down. And that's it. Good. All right, so then everything else happens as it just did. Great. Monster there. So who do we start with? So we want to absolutely get this done as quick as we can. I didn't gain my random Frogdog resource, so I'll gain that now. The scout is possibly able to tatty hide. So if he starts his act, he's going to suffer 1 damage to the legs. No, we remove that, so we're fine. So he's got a vertebrae net. He's got the bone dagger. So the bone dagger is actually probably our best bet. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Bouncing, picking ourselves up a bone dagger in the rear. 9 and a 6 is 2 hits for mace. Festering sinuses and the twitching coarse crest. So the monster's only a toughness 6 now, so this is literally wounding on a 2+. So the first one, that's a wound, and the second one, that's a wound. Mossy will bounce. She will hit with the crest axe. That's a perfect hit. There is a failure reaction, which I don't think we're going to fail because we're 2+. Shouldn't have said that. You know, every time you say that, a 1 flips up. Failure. All adjacent survivors gain a stink token. 1 and 2. However, Mossy will gain an insanity from that, and she already has a proctophilia. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the bone axe. So the bone axe swings twice. 2 hits. Failure. Oh, we haven't hit the trap. It's got a big deck actually, which means you don't hit the trap as often. So there's a failure. So we'll do this one first. So Savage, if we get a crit, this is Lily rolling with the bone axe. So critting on a 10, wounding on a 2. So that is a wound, but no crit. And this one, if we roll a 10, we finish the fight. Oh, get that into you. Gain a Mossy Molar Frogdog resource. It does 2 wounds from Savage, so. Whoo-wee. And a Mossy Molar. All right, that was a comfortable victory. We're almost at the moment where we could fight a level 2. One thing I'm already observing about this versus the last campaign that I played, which was with the Ark survivors, there's no incentive to go chasing a level 2 early because we don't have the collective cognition rewards. So you're sort of not incentivized to do something where you could lose or return and advance the year. Yeah. So the first time we've done the lingering cough, 4 basic, 4 Frogdog resources, and we gain 1 hunt XP and 1 weapon proficiency. So Spindly Paw, Tatty Hide, Mammary Gland, and a supple nose. Interesting. The basic resources that we get are a question marks, another question marks, a monster hide, and a monster bone. All right, so let's flip over to the timeline. We have Gorm Climate and no other special story events. Fun. So Gorm Climate's first, as always. Let's see what we roll. We'd love an 8, 9, 10. That's a 3. All resources in the settlement storage are lost. You may avoid this by dismantling an innovation. So this is a tricky call. This is a tricky call. Because we don't have a lot of resources in the settlement storage, but dismantling an innovation is absolutely punishing. The other option is we could use our lifetime reroll. So lifetime reroll 6, someone's lifetime reroll, probably our person who's got fear of the dark. They're not doing anything. Egret. Just at this early stage, your resources are akin to anything else. But those, yeah, all returning survivors reduce insanity to 0. They must recover. Skip the next hunt to recover. Yeah, okay, that's bad too. Returning survivor, can't hunt, can't hunt, can't hunt, and insanity is 0. Oof. Oh well, there's benefits in not being insane. Lost all her insanity. Lily, 7 insanity. Damn. And finally, Mace Window. Alright, so that's Gorm Climate done. Let's do another settlement event. Alright, so which pile? This pile. And which pile now? This pile. And which number card? The third card. 1, 2, 3. And we have a Velvet Fog. Cool, one of the new ones. Swarm of fuzzy lantern bugs descends upon the settlement like a warm blanket. They chitter and shake the glowing fluid in their abdomens, more interested in one another than the settlement. A survivor bashes one open and slurps up the bioluminescent juice. It is delicious. Roll 1d10. Okay. That's a 4. Revelry overtakes a settlement, providing an escape from anxiety. Departing survivors gain 3 survival this lantern year. We have a lingering effect. We can drink deep of the bug juice, which is remove a disorder of your choice, but skip the next hunt to recover. We can get rid of our fear of the dark, which is so good. It's also awful because I just used a lifetime reroll. Could get rid of a Proctophilia, I suppose. All right. Velvet Fog. Last year we had a Clinging Mist. And this year we have a Velvet Fog. And next year, we have another Gorm Climate. Huzzah! I've really got to get Hovel. All right, so there's a couple of age events to do. So we have 2 age events. which is for Mossy and your time in the darkness changes you. We get to select a weapon proficiency. So we'll do Mossy first. She's going to select, we'll go Axe. She rolls a 16. Gain a permanent accuracy. All right, 1 luck and 1 accuracy. She may be my favourite survivor at this early stage. And then the other one was Lily. So Lily will also select a weapon proficiency. We'll probably go with something different for her. She rolls a 9. She gains a random fighting art. Unbreakable. Nice. Unbreakable is quite a good one. Alrighty, let's enter our resources into the storage. So I'm hoping I won't regret that that re-roll. Monster hide, monster bone, 2 question marks. We may need to go hunting level 2s, or we could just go for a screaming antelope and just punch the shit out of it, get some resources that way. What do we got? Frogdog, the supple nose, the mammary gland, the tatty hide, the spindly paw, the mossy molar, and a tatty hide. Let's see what we can make of the Frogdog armor, shall we? We have our Frost Crafter. So this, it's got some interesting stuff. We've got the Crest Axe, which is a nice weapon. It's stinky, by the way, which is why I was able to hunt with our people with that stuff, with proctophilia. All right, can we make the remaining pieces of the set? Boots, mask, and suit, we can. All right, but what do they need? The suit needs a waxy dermis and a hide. The boots needs a tatty hide and a mammary gland. And the mask needs a mammary gland and a waxy dermis. I don't think we got enough. Have we? We can definitely make the boots, so let's make the boots because they're actually the good part of the set. If we have a full Frogdog set out of this hunt, I will be absolutely ecstatic. Frogdog boots. 1 set of boots. Frogdog mask. Frogdog mask requires what? A supple nose organ, a waxy dermis, and the Frogdog suit. It requires a waxy dermis as well. No, I think we've only got 1 waxy dermis. Don't we? I knew it. Alright, well, so we're not going to get the full set. The Frogdog suit or the Frogdog, what was the other one? The Frogdog mask or the Frogdog suit? I think we'll take the mask. Okay. Don't think we're light on for weapons at the moment. I think we might even start going into fist and tooth punching mode to try and get some more weapon or resources. But let's look at our resources. Do we have enough for a... Yeah, so we'll do a hide, a bone, and an organ for an innovate with one of our endeavours, and we'll do that right now. So we get to flip 4. Hovel would be good, just so we can get rid of the issues with Gorm Climates. Drums, always a good option. In a Lantern with Surge, that's going to be hard to say no to. Ah, Hovel. Scrap Smelting we're not taking, I can tell you that right now. So, Hovel or In a Lantern? What do you think, Mossy?
Hovel.
Hovel, you think? Why do you think Hovel? In a Lantern gives a surge though, Mossy. Hovel is good. In a Lantern is better. I think we're going to take Hovel, and that is purely because I'm just getting very annoyed with the Gorm Climate. So Hovel adds some new innovations into our deck. Partnership. Can get us Clan of Death soon, so. Saga. Hovel. Hovel. Alrighty. I'll mull over the rest of my decisions. Stand by. Alright, I've made some decisions, made some wild decisions. The first decision I made, I'm going to spend one of our endeavours, this is not a wild decision, to make another Stone Noses. The next decision that I've made, and this is the wild one, we are going to manufacture from the Frostcrafter this. It is called a Grapple Claw. We are flukily have exactly what we require. Broken Lantern, Mossy Molar, Spindly Paw. It's a scythe and a whip. And the reason I say I'm crazy is I'm going to give Mossy the scythe mastery. Or attempt to. So she will make a weapon proficiency of scythe. Never had a scythe master or a scythe anyone, so that will be a lot of fun. I have very few resources left over. I have question marks, and I think I'm going to spend that on a Lucky Charm, which is always a good option from the Organ Grinder. And that leaves us with, I've crafted a Stone Noses, not much in the way of resources. So we've definitely got to get a hide next Lantern year so we can make ourselves a some bandages for the butcher, but that's okay. So that's what we've made: Grapple Claw, Lucky Charm, another Stone Noses, and where we will go from there is with our remaining resources, we're going to drink deep of the Bug Juice, which was the Velvet Fogs option, and we're going to clear Fear of the Dark. And she has to skip the next hunt. That is okay. And we will then have 2 endeavours left. And we will go for... what are these? No, Mianavi, Survivor Consumed Golden Frog. No, the Mianavi Activator Archives Guild Fungus. Yeah. No, we haven't got any omens. So we're probably just going to do an augury. Yeah, so we'll do an augury, which will come from Mossy, who's our highest understanding. She rolls a 3. Lose 1 resource from the settlement. If you do, gain 1 understanding. Do we want to gain 1 understanding on Mossy? I think we probably do. She's got understanding 2, so she'll go to 3, which will unlock quite a few things. So we're going to take that, which unfortunately means we're going to lose 1 more resource. A Tatty Hide is okay to lose. So Mossy gains 1 understanding And we have triggered the designs and dandelions, but she will be a tinker, which means we'll gain another endeavour. And she's going to do 2 more of the things. So the first one, augury, is a 10, which means we have intimacy. And the second one is a 2. She will not lose a resource. So we'll have an intimacy, but before we do that, we will do designs and dandelions. Fun. So that is a seed pattern. Seed patterns. So seed patterns are the finalized version of some of the cool patterns that you have in the white boxes and all sorts of things. I quite like them. Just to give you something fun to, look at, search for. Great artwork from that guy. Who's probably my favourite artist. He did a lot of artwork in the the knowledges and stuff. Great. So we've done I've actually built the seed pattern already. We now gain the drafting table innovation. And the survivor is going to meticulously clean the table. It's right at the end, I think. Drafting table. Boom. Whenever a survivor first reaches 3 understanding, gain a seed pattern. Yeah, cool. All right, meticulously clean the table. A 6. Distracted, you wonder at the sight. Flecks of dried blood. Gain a seed pattern card. Wonderful. All right. So here is our seed pattern deck. I'll show it off because we've got, as you can see, some black pattern cards, all sorts of stuff. So all of these seed patterns are from the monsters that are in our battle. Insight is another word for seed patterns. These came out earlier. So we've got the Butcher, the Lonely Tree. Oh, cool. Frogdog, new ones. So we draw one of these, and every time a survivor comes in with 3 understanding. So what I'm going to do is shuffle, and then I'm going to draw from the bottom once I've cut. Boom, and the bottom one that we get is a clasping shield, which is a Black Knight one. So awesome. So awesome. All right. 1 iron and 2 scrap. An insane survivor with tumble. Sculpture and blacksmith. Cool. So we'll try and build that at some point. I don't like our chances anytime soon. I think that'll do us, friends. We'll be back for one more fight against the Frogdog. I'll toss up if we go for level 2. I don't think we're ready for level 2, but we'll contemplate it. But we'll be back soon. We'll face another one, and I'll catch you in the next episode. BigDeno out.